I'm here for another reading for you today. As always, it is general and timeless. It's not a personal reading, but if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session, or Akashic Records, check out the box below. It has my website and my email. Thank you for all of your love and all of your support. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can know when the next reading does come out. We're going to get right to your reading today, Pisces. Now, you have woman holding a coin, and I don't have this deck out here actually, so we're going to keep that because it almost came out. Now, you could also be seeing black cats. Divine Mother and Father, what do we have for the Pisces today? I'm also getting Hecate energy, which you could be seeing purple, or like the color purple. I'm even seeing purple flowers or black cats. What do we have for Pisces today? Experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Okay, get a weight off of your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. And I've chosen, as I say that, in Mercury, open communication. You are being guided, Pisces, to express yourself. You may even be experiencing a higher heart opening with the experiencing grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. What do we have? And just in general, like collective wide, there is a diamond heart activation. So there's great heart opening, great throat opening collectively. Forgive, intuitive awakening. What this feels like, Pisces, is you're going to experience grace from God. 5-5 as soon as I say that. Like there's something that comes in, whether it's a blessing, a miracle, or something that comes in that makes you feel like you are experiencing grace. You have forgiveness as well. And this, I don't even know if this is a quote, but it's coming to mind right away. You know, if we can experience grace from God, you can also give grace to other people or forgive other people. 222 as soon as I say that. So you could be seeing the number 222. You also have Avalon Priestess, intuitive awakening. You could be experiencing an alignment of the upper chakras in general. There's a lot of purple. So third eye, crown, Hecate energy. You can resonate with Atlantis or Avalon. For some of you, there's a blessing coming in, and the blockage of that is unforgiveness, where it's like God does want to bring something in for you. You're calling in these manifestations or whatever it is that you're calling in. But it feels like the forgiveness part is actually what the blockage is, which that is whatever it means to you. This is a general and timeless reading. You do have Merlin, cosmic knowledge. Okay, so a lot of purple here, a lot of the upper chakras. I'm going to grab one more oracle card. What do we have? Freedom, okay. Yeah, freedom, action, power, spirit of spring. You will find freedom, Pisces, in forgiveness. 333 as soon as I say that. And now, Pisces, for the past 2 years, there's been a lot of clearings. There's been a lot of karmic lessons when it comes to 7th and 11th house. Okay, when it comes to connections. And it feels like there is someone to forgive from the past. And as you do that, that is you reclaiming your power. That is your freedom. And that actually opens doorways for things to come in for you. What do we have for Pisces? For a woman holding a coin, experiencing grace, forgiveness, and intuitive awakening. You have 8 of Swords, Lovers in reverse, Chariot card. Why 8 of Swords? Why Lovers in reverse? Why Chariot card? You have the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You were not seeing Pisces. You've learned so many lessons, Pisces. 444 as soon as I say that. You had to clear a lot. Star card, 8 of Swords. High Priestess, Lover's card in reverse. 7 of Pentacles with the Chariot card. There were things you weren't seeing, intuitive awakening. And your connections around you, right? This has to do with family, with friends, with lovers, you know. You've went through a big awakening when it comes to the people it is that you attract, or the people it is that were in your circle. Seeing people for who they are, not what your own love projected them to be. And you cleared that house, okay? You have 7 of Pentacles with the Chariot card. There's a big lesson here, Pisces, of following your intuition. And forgiving yourself, too, for not following your intuition in these instances or with these people. And as you do that, things come in for you. You know, I just saw a speech from a woman who's actually another TikTok. She's a TikTok tarot reader. I don't really watch tarot too much actually in my life. I don't watch any YouTube tarot. I do watch a few like TikTok readers that I really resonate with, and I try to stick to them. I try not to like watch or consume too much in general. I don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV. But I saw this TikTok reader share her story actually, and like why she started tarot, and shared her life story. And she shared a story of her life completely shifted and changed as she walked away from someone that was keeping her kind of hostage, 8 of Swords. And the way that that person kept her stuck to them was through money. She felt like she needed to rely on that person for money, and her life completely changed, and all of her riches and all of that came in at like literally 3 days after she released that person. Because it's learning that lesson, Pisces. What's coming through for this reading is when it comes to your connections, trusting your intuition, okay? Looking at the different attachments that you have with people. Is it trauma bonding? Is it gossip? Is it money that keeps you together? Why? You know, and we've been talking about whys, like why, going deep, deep, deep with that why question. When it comes to the connections around you, what is the root of those connections? Whether that's family, friends, relationships. Is it trauma bonding? Is it lust? Is it codependency? What is it? Star card, healing. And you know what? You may lose out on a few things in that process of rebuilding yourself and walking away from what does not serve you. But what is coming in is so much greater. It is so much bigger. Okay? And it could be a little bit scary to release these things and these people. But you end up receiving so much more. Okay? Let's see what this is. Why 7 of Pentacles with the Chariot for Pisces? Yeah, this brand new cycle, Pisces. You have the World card. You have the 10 of Swords. You have the Temperance card. In this new cycle, you may have had to go through a 10 of Swords to actually receive your peace. Temperance card. Okay. I don't know why I feel called to share this story too. And maybe that's why I saw it earlier. Pisces, sometimes it is the 10 of Swords that comes right before you actually receive that peace or that blessing. Sometimes the peace is the blessing. It always is the blessing, you know, and then everything else is just extra. Me starting this YouTube channel almost 3 years ago, I had a house fire and I lost everything. I lost everything. The only thing that remained in my apartment was my Bible. My Bible did not burn. That's the only thing. My bed was disintegrated to ashes. My son's toys were disintegrated to ashes. But my Bible was intact. And my Bible was in the room where, like, the area of the fire, because it was like a 3-story building. Like it started on that side of the building, and that was where my room was. And the only thing in the whole house that lasted and that did not disintegrate to ashes was a paper book Bible. And this Bible, right, I opened it, and the first page was on the way to the throne. And so it's like I lost everything in that moment, but I was just like, okay, well, God is restoring something. There's some sort of balance that's being restored, 333. And I share a lot about the Kalima energy, which shows up as destruction. We are in Kali Yuga as far as like timeline and prophecy 144. It's not to like normalize those things, right? But understanding just how these things work, how energy works, and how things do truly come to a balance. And sometimes it's through our own mindset and how it is that we approach the situation, which you could take every situation as an initiation into higher consciousness. And so in the midst of you coming into this brand new cycle, you had to take some sort of 10 of swords, where it was just like, I'm walking away. This no longer serves me. You maybe went through betrayal. Going through betrayal in the midst of this. But it's actually what ultimately brings you your peace. Okay, in the end. Let's see what this is here. These cards face up. Now they are. What's this 10 of Swords for Pisces? You have the 4 of Wands. If you are going, through what feels like negative shifts, what feels like some sort of destruction, chaos, or betrayal, or heartbreak, in the midst of you making right decisions, keep going. 7 of Swords, what you don't see is that there is a way out. It is not the end. And there's actually something really beautiful coming in for you. So don't stay stuck in the suffering of moving through this particular cycle, because it ultimately leads you to your peace. Why the 2 of Cups here? Oh, the 2, rather Temperance. I'm getting someone may even be getting a tattoo. I don't know. I got a spam message about a tattoo. Why the Temperance card? You have the King of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have Ace of Cups. This whole wheel is turning for you, Pisces. This whole wheel is turning for you. And that's what you don't see. You may even have the energy of the spirit animal of the fox, which is able, the spirit animal of the fox is able to adapt to situations and move through those situations. What you don't see, and we've been saying this actually in the past few readings, what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. This is, I'm getting having the faith of a mustard seed. And just observing how you feel in the process of sometimes making the right decision or things happening in your life, specifically with connections. I do feel like you're learning to trust your intuition more. King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. A lot of Sagittarius energy here too, with the Temperance and the King of Wands. Things are about to turn for you, Pisces. All right, as above, so below, so within, so without. And if any of you are experiencing this, again, this is you awakening to different things in your life, to people, to connections. But in the midst of you moving forward in your truth, you will always be blessed and you will always be provided for. That path is not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be. But it's ultimately what leads you here. Why the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune? The path to truth. Empress. This makes me want to cry, Pisces. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. You may have lost things in the midst of this process. You may have lost people, but you didn't you never let go of your authentic truth. And that is what matters. Especially eclipse seasons, they will just onion layer peeling of what's not of our highest truth within us and without of us. I see a lot going on with connections, okay? Betrayal, finding things out, endings, healing from those things. You know, and sometimes Pisces, it's like when you're manifesting something, you're manifesting a new start, life purpose, the love, the career. There are certain things that need, certain things that need to go in your life to make room for that. And so, honor how you feel and what's going on, but see past the illusion of that too. Don't get stuck there, because something is right around the corner for you. And I mean like a potential timeline jump right around the corner for you. And you are so protected as you are moving forward in your authentic truth. It doesn't mean that the path will be easy, but you're very anchored in your authentic truth and what is true to you. Why the Ace of Swords here with the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, you, Pisces, 8 of Cups, and then the Death card over here. You've experienced endings, okay, on your path. Why 8 of Cups with the Death card? Two of Cups. But there's something it is that you don't see here, Pisces. Why 4 of Swords? Magician, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. 8 of Cups, Death card. Though I may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Literally a rod and a staff. Literally. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And you know how the rest of it goes. This makes me want to cry. Some of you could have like said that prayer. You are so protected. Though you feel like you may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you are so protected in the process. And whatever does not work out for you, it will work out for you. It will alchemize. You have the Magician with the 9 of Pentacles. Use this as an opportunity. I'm seeing alchemy, okay? Alchemy symbols. Use this as an opportunity to rise into higher consciousness, which is done through the healing process. It's done through forgiveness. It's done through being honest with yourself, doing that, we're going within, and making that change without. You have the Magician and the 9 of Pentacles. You are your own magician. You are the magic. You. And I made a video with my son. I think I don't know if I posted on here. I got the magic in me. You do. Your ability to bring lower vibrations to higher vibrations within you, command it without of you. You are magic, Pisces. And I feel like this reading too is coming out for like whoever is going through big changes, especially with connections in the midst of you moving forward in your authentic truth of this is what is true to me. This is my path. It won't be easy. But this is actually meant to bring you to a higher place of consciousness so you could actually receive this. What you wanted was a higher vibration. And so it requires that from you. And that clearing is within of the mind and without of you. Osiris has just been coming through lately, just like coming through in a lot of the readings too. Because what's coming through is Osiris. And priests and priestesses of Osiris in ancient Egypt and Kemet of Asar would assist people through their death processes. Like not always quite literally, like, like physical death, but transition from one state of consciousness to another. Some of you can connect with Osiris. You can connect with Paul the Venetian. Again, Atlantis, Avalon. Remember who you are in the midst of this. Remember that you are the magic. Your thoughts create your reality. Look at the Magician. 9 of Pentacles. But you don't maybe necessarily see that right now. Because it is a little bit of the energy of walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Look at that. Thy rod and thy staff, walking through the valley. Death card. And so it may feel that way. That's a portal. And there is no such thing as an ending, but rather a new beginning. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but alchemized. And that's not the exact, saying, but shift your perspective of how you see this particular process that you're going through. And you may create some magic with that. Why the Magician with the 9 of Pentacles? I got the magic in me. Everything I touch, it turns into gold. Everybody knows. What you touch, Pisces, turns to gold. And that is the energy of Osiris. I talked about this in the podcast that I did on the Godcast, actually, which I'll maybe repost that link. Like, people think that Osiris is the lord of the underworld, which he is. But let's not forget that he is the god of life and resurrection. And where there is death, understand that you can call upon your resurrection. You resurrect yourself. All right. Some of you may really connect with Osiris. Persephone also. Hecate. Tower card, Page of Swords, the Empress. It hits like a tower. Okay, this is going to hit you like a tower, Pisces. And Page of Swords energy here, where it's like, whoa, like it's a little shocking over here. This could be maybe like how those people from the past view you. Or again, people who are very stuck of who you are, who they think you are, and things like that. Shock them, Pisces. Shock them by transforming yourself within and without, because I see you coming out of this cycle. And let me tell you, Magician, 9 of Pentacles, Tower card, Empress, like what? How did Pisces do that? There's something very beautiful coming in for you. And a lot of it has to do with 1, forgiveness, and then 2, being mindful of your mind and just how it is that you're perceiving the situation. It may not feel great, but just understand that everything is serving you somehow, some way, 333. And allow it to teach you. And there's something very beautiful coming in. Okay, what's the advice for Pisces here? You have 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands. You have the 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Why 10 of Wands with the 3 of Pentacles? For some of you, putting down burdens where you're working too hard, actually. Some of you may be working too hard with the 10 of Wands, holding on to burdens that are not yours. This is people. Think about, let me get another card. You've picked up other people's burdens, and it feels like you are holding on to more burdens than you necessarily have to. Okay? Why the 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and 4 of Pentacles? You develop those boundaries, okay? 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords. You're not tolerating any of this anymore. And that's the thing, is like, there's infinite, right? And the infinite is great. What helps Pisces sometimes in receiving your manifestations is the boundaries. Because, you know, there's, again, this vast amount of space. And when you have boundaries, it just really allows you to make that clear and straight pathway to, one, get clarity of like, what is your path? And make the pathway clear for things to come in for you. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it resonates. I'm going to be grabbing some cards of advice. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session, or a Akashic record session, check out the box below. It has my website and my email. High vibration. And the pathway. Ecstasy, bliss, belief. Okay, take a jump. And that is what this reading is about, is like you're taking a jump and making big changes in your life, especially in your connections. Could be when it comes to your pathway. Look at this pathway. It's quite literally a pathway. You do have Mountain Goddess, mindfulness and power of the mind. High vibration. What I'm getting is like some of you may be going through some sort of turmoil or healing from connections, betrayals, and things like that. As you take command and control of your mind, it will shift your reality without of you. And the pathway before you is going to be made very clear. What's coming through is like, again, like you're going through things, but don't stay in that low vibration. Like you could very much observe that you feel that way or those vibrations, but maintain your high vibration. You know, just because like things happen doesn't mean that you necessarily are in a low vibration. Don't claim that. Don't connect with that or anchor into that energy. You're anchored into the heart and love space, but you can observe it around you. You could observe it. You could observe the thoughts, but don't allow yourself to fall into or anchor into that fear-based energy. Remain anchored in love and high vibrations. And this pathway is going to be made very, very clear to you. What else do we have for Pisces? Life force energy, Isis, sacred contracts. All right. Some of you could resonate with Goddess Isis. There can also be some sort of soul contract here. You do have awakening, okay? With the life force energy is Kundalini. It is ascension. You are, for some of you, you could be going through a great awakening. I said good awakening, a great awakening. I'm also getting rainbows. You could be seeing rainbows. Why do we have sacred contracts and life force energy? Wave of power, okay? A surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating moment, and Yamoha, origins, freedom, power. Did we not start with freedom and power? Freedom and power, wave of power. Pisces, remember who you are. Remember how much power is within you. And when things like that happen in our lives, it can be hard to remember that, right? Because those energies, you'll absorb them, they'll feel real, right? And not that they're not real, but remember who you are. You have so much power within you. And I feel like Pisces, there's a moment where you're just like, oh wow, I am the magician. And things really start to shift for you. I'm going to grab one final message. Two final messages. I'm going to grab this message and then a love message as well. Grateful optimism. Be optimistic amidst conflicts, okay, and hostilities. Grateful optimism. Joyous view of the future. Can I have two final messages for Pisces? A lot of messages. I'm going to take these two that are face up. You are currently too close to see things clearly. Detach a little and you will start to see things from a higher perspective. By emotionally detaching from the situation, a simple solution also becomes clear. You're too close to see it. And so like it looks like, okay, like, you know, chaos, fear, destruction. Take a little bit of a step back and see the bigger picture. And things are going to be made clear. And again, it does say higher perspective. So try to view your situation from a higher perspective. And also pay attention to your dreams right now. Your dreams are going to be answering questions of yours, okay? Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. It is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And you've been learning that lesson here, Pisces, because you're realizing like, whoa, I actually have to leave this. I have to stop this. I can't be with that person, those people, because it is not aligned with my truth. And it doesn't mean that those people or those situations are bad or anything like that. Not at all. But it is not aligned with your authentic path and truth. And because it is not, it is a hindrance to that. Your path is going to be made very clear as you make very tough decisions of walking away from what does not serve you and who does not serve you. And you may not see it yet, but there are great things coming in for you. And you're actually on the right track. Stay rooted in your authentic truth, which it may not be the same as another person, but as you are rooted and anchored in your authentic truth and you keep moving forward, everything aligned with that will come in. And anything that falls off shall be replaced higher. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonates. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.